on AMC's The Walking Dead.
You asked about your brother.
I want the guy who killed my brother.
Oh, Henry, oh, Henry.
Gates open, boys. Let's go.
Light it up, gents.
Light it up now! Well, shit.
He's back, people, he's back! Damn, he dropped a glossy on top of Jadis. Woo, that's some nasty-ish. Damn, I'll give it to her. She was smart, though. Covered herself like a true champ. Took that to the chin. It's your host, Ken Dogs, people. Woo! Let's go crazy. It's Walking Dead, people. I gotta get myself excited for this episode because I'm hoping for the best. I mean, it starts off pretty good. We get a little stuff going on here with Jadis. She's about to get naked, I think. I don't know what's going on. She looks kind of crazy. She went on the sleep clothes. But this episode is called Still Gotta Mean Something. And I hope it means something to me because the last episode, man, that episode was called Do Not Send Us Astray. Sent me more than astray. It just got me all puzzled. Like, what the hell is going on? And now we're getting a little backstory of Jadis, and hopefully to show us why she acted so freaking weird, why she was all so crazy looking, and always trying to get in Rick's pants. I mean, Rick is a badass, but damn, girl, you had all these other guys around you. What's up? I mean, damn. But we're watching this episode, and this is what I'm going to do, people. I'm going to talk about it while I watch it to give you my review. And it definitely better not be a 2.5 like the other one. I got to say, the Scavengers, though, they had some nice apartments. That thing is super clean. For being in the garbage, I mean, they showed Jadis in a nice-looking condo looking like Manhattan apartment. Nice and clean. Man. And I thought they were dirty people, but damn. Should look better than my place. Like, woo. I wonder who made that for them. Who was the architect? Anyway, back to the show. Jadis has a bat, and we all know what bat that is. She has Lucille. And she looked like a slugger. She looked like she could get in some hits. And I feel sorry for our boy Negan because he about to get roasted. He's meeting some serious enemies. He's made a couple. And he's definitely about to... man, I don't know, lose his nuts or something. Because that chick looked like she's pissed off. She got the timing right, holding the bat. She ain't scared about getting infected, you know, with the zombie blood, you know. Who knows? They don't follow logic anymore. They just go with whatever.
Just tell me what the shit.
Negan, boy. Negan is crying. That's The Walking Dead, people, and this is my review for The Walking Dead. Definitely a better episode, and we started off right with the music. Anticipation is waiting. One of the best things about having this episode about Negan is you get, and most of you who've listened to my podcast before know that I love Negan. I love his character. I love the emotion he puts behind his words. Just him talking alone, just could have his speech go on and on and on. But in this episode, we get a remorseful Negan, and he's tied up, so you don't see him doing any kind of emotion going. As far as, I mean, like body emotion, right? It's just all speech. So you get it all through his voice, all through his verbiage, and Jadis is showing no emotion. And she's never really been a character to show emotion, but the fact that she's creating this deaf bed for Negan, and Negan is apologizing, which is a character who never really apologizes for anything. Even when he said that to Rick that his boys died, he said he died because of Rick. Rick was the reason why he died. And in this episode, we have Negan being fully apologetic to Jadis, which to me was something like a, I don't know. It was a great little segment that I think everyone should definitely hear and just relish.
That's what that fire is about. That salt, burning it away. I told you, people are a resource. I don't throw resources like that away.
And it's not like he's copping a
I
plea.
have a lot of confidence that most people can be put on the right path. My path. I wouldn't have killed all your people. No. That was the work of someone not following the program. But this is my mistake.
Accepting responsibility, people. This is a true leader right here.
I took a chance on someone, thought I was doing the right thing, and all I did was punch myself in the dick.
Oh man, that must have hurt.
I am sorry for this.
He apologized, people. The man is sorry.
I'm sorry that you lost all you had. But I know in some way I can help get it back. That we can.
Oh, he almost got it. He almost got the deathbed over there, Lucille.
Her name was Lucille. She got me through. I didn't give her shit and she got me through. Just life. Regular life. The bat got me through this. So I named it after her. That's it. Nothing more to do with her than that. But it is the last little piece of her that I've got left. Sort of like these snaps for you, huh?
Wow. Humanizing a character. What a great story. Man, Negan has gone from pure villain to like, you feel for the guy. Because he's put so much emphasis on that bat, screaming at Rick, don't touch her, and calling the bat her, giving the bat a characteristic, giving the bat physicality. Now we come to find out it's a representation of something he's lost. People, this is what you call great creative writing. This is what you call great storytelling. And Jadis, with her pictures, you know she has hurt. You know she has lost. And they're both going through it together. They're sharing and they're healing, like he said. This is what we need. You don't need to have a fight or a skirmish all the time, but you need to make us interested in the characters and the stories that you've built, the world that you've built. And in this episode, oh my goodness, what such great storytelling. I don't even need to see Negan die anymore. But it's just a great way of humanizing that villain. And if that's what they're going for, if I'm not overreaching and that's what they're going for, they're doing a hell of a job, people. A hell of a job. Yeah, people, this was such a great episode. It was cool to hear the origins of Lucille, even though it wasn't exactly an extensive, even though there was no like real video added to it. It gave Negan what we needed. To see Rick and Morgan turn into like tag team champions to take out some of the saviors, the leftover saviors, like leftover Thanksgiving dinner. To see them take out and just an army of walkers. It was great to see people who just, and we all know Rick is going through the anger stage of that stage of evolution where you lose someone and you have remorse. You go through all these different stages, and right now he's at the anger stage, and it was great to see him just lose it. He promised to save them and saviors we're talking about and bring them back, and he totally reneged on that. He totally reneged on that and killed every single one of them, and And it was interesting to see that the title, Still Gotta Mean Something, actually play an emphasis on the actual story. And in a lot of the episodes, you see that, right? You see that the name tries to mean something in the overall story, but it really doesn't do it in a way that it's like evidence, right? It's not evident to the viewer what it means, but Still Gotta Mean Something is very evident in the story, in every little arc with Negan and Jadis. Still Gotta Mean Something. You see they forgive each other, or at least come to amicable reasoning. You see Still Gotta Mean Something to Morgan, like although he gets his point across, and to Rick and does the killing and all that stuff, he still realizes that there's more to the world that he lives in than what he's actually doing. And Still Gotta Mean Something was definitely a good, it was an amazing chapter. I mean, Walking Dead has gone from very casual dialogue to vague dialogue, but in this one, a lot of the characters kind of fell into the storyline and just made sense of it. Ezekiel, wanting Carol to believe that Henry was still alive. Carol had this, he's dead, he's gone, it's over. She just wants to believe it and just give up. Like I said before, Negan scenes of Jadis, don't know what that chopper is about. That was a nice little nugget. They don't do that in so many episodes, so that was great to see something kind of teased, and you're gonna have to find out later. Building, and that's what mostly for The Walking Dead. There's rarely any world building like they used to before, and now that they're having that is a big thing. To see Rick being a vengeful asshole, and then to the end finding his way back, finally getting a chance to read Carl's letter, his final words. It's interesting. It's interesting because it's just we didn't really see anyone else, and Carl meant a lot to a lot of people, but we didn't really see them go through that. And I'm wondering if Daryl is going through the same thing, because Daryl was really close to Carl, and we just don't realize that the reason why Daryl is acting out is because of loss and wanting to have that vengeance back, and just putting that whole Dwight is a reason for everything happening. So I definitely love this episode. Satisfying deaths, even when one of the saviors, his face got peeled off. That was very great. Negan dipped his toe into the past, and it was seeing him get humanized was good. Morgan, Carl, and Rick, going in circles as they usually do, going from anger to trying to be good people. Although this happened before, this one made more sense. This one definitely made more sense. And one of the things that surprised me was I don't understand or don't really know who Negan meets, right? So he meets this character while he's driving on the road, and I guess it's supposed to mean something. Maybe it is Dwight. I'm thinking it's Dwight, but you just don't really know who he meets. I can't remember who's lagging behind, but here it goes.
Holy hell. If shit could shit, it still wouldn't look as shitty as you. Get in.
That's kind of crazy. And then of course his best lines is when he gets to the saviors and they finally find out that he's alive, right? They open the gate, which kills me because they don't know who it is. But they open the gate and then it's like,
Negan, I knew it. I knew you were alive.
Hell yes I am. But you're not gonna say a word, you understand? Daddy's home and it's gonna be a surprise. Yeah, I got all sorts of surprises to roll out.
makes it worthwhile to watch any Walking Dead episode. Just having this guy in there talking. Everyone knows I'm a big fan of Negan, and his words, man, his words carry a lot of weight about everything. And then we go to the Mohawk killer, the Mohawk trader, building bullets, ammunitions for the saviors. I really hope he gets what's coming to him. There's no saving this guy. This guy gotta go. You can't bring him back. I love him as a character. He talks weird and all that stuff, but he got to go. This episode brought to you by me. I give this episode a 4.5, people. Almost a perfect, because it had everything I needed. I kind of hate the fact that the story still hasn't brought Negan to the fold or to the end of his chapter. I'm not sure what they're going with this. It's just prolonging over and over. So this is why I didn't give it that full 5. But definitely an episode worth watching. There was definitely threats being brought to the saviors, being brought to Negan, being brought to the hilltop. Everyone was going through something, and everyone had a good reveal in this episode. And those who were supporting cast actually were a good supporting cast. And to just see a biracial relationship on TV, even if it's a zombie apocalypse, it's pretty cool too. You know, watching them say "I love you" and kissing and not having any kind of, you know, not pulling the camera away and kind of zooming in on and showing two parents that are, even if one is a step parent, going through some emotions and just finding peace and solace between each other. It was definitely great to watch. Definitely watch this episode. Definitely one of the better ones. I think it's one more episode left or 2 more episodes left, but definitely something that you guys want to watch and maybe rewatch, because there's a lot of little nuggets in there. And maybe hit me with some feedback. hoodnewsmedia@gmail.com. Find me on Twitter, Hood News Media. Find me on Facebook. Find me on iTunes. Find me on YouTube. Hit us up on YouTube. Hit us up on all the different social sites, people. Definitely worth talking to the fans and hearing how you feel. If you love my great voice, or if you just if you like everything that I'm talking about when it comes to The Walking Dead. And we also have episodes about different shows. We have Pillow Talking, we have Hood News, we definitely have Dragon Ball, we have animation, and we're going to be doing some more stuff. And look forward to hearing from you guys. We out.